Right there where that, it just gotta lift this up until I put this wood under here. Okay?
What am I lifting again?
I'm putting this under here, so you gotta lift that up till it gets off the ground. Keep going. Now just keep pushing it. It'll go up eventually. That's it. There we go. Now I'm gonna slide it your way about 2 feet. See how I try to come under this thing? Right here. Go your way about 2 feet. We got to get like 2 more people, so it's not so heavy. We'll set it over the side. I might ought to have a rope on that so it doesn't, so you can kind of keep it away, so it doesn't do that. Is that bullshit rope? That's not strong enough to use for that. That rope I told you wasn't that good. See, I got that rope there already.
This one?
Yeah, but I need one in the middle. I can't hear you. Speak up. You're like talking like that. Yeah? And I just casually, not in, I thought I was going to be like so smart. I just said, didn't tell him my plans. And I said, has anybody ever gone back, since the years?
Yeah.
And the guy looks at me like I just came to this planet and discovered what a car was. He looks at me like,
what do you think?
Dude, they're out there 6 days a week. You pay $200. You sign a fucking contract that long, and they will search you at the end of the day if they don't like you. If they like you, they know that you didn't find anything. But if they got in the hint, you get your ass searched, and you're in trouble if you got even the tiniest $10 coin or nothing. He goes, they got contract, and they're making hundreds of dollars a day. People out there just fanning in the dirt to try to, because they did everything in a bum's rush, and a lot of stuff the size you'd see on a woman's finger, it went right on through, and it is really there.
Oh yeah.
So if theoretically, if you were like a billionaire and you had 300 divers all holding hands or took together, and they went across the area, they would find a couple of coffee cups full of emeralds and stuff. They just keep coming up. It's not like maybe, it's for real. It's for real.
Down Hutchinson Island is one ship, and growing up, when it was low tide, you could see it, and there's all these things sticking up. And what it was is it had come up on the beach and then collapsed. And there's all the ribs sticking up all over the place. And the locals would say, "Oh, that's just an old cypress forest," right? Because it looked like a bunch of cypress knees sticking out of the ground. And years later, there was a couple that was out there freaking snorkeling, and a woman was on TV, and she said, "I saw something shiny, and I picked it up, and it was this chain." And she pulled it out, it was this giant dragon with emeralds and all this stuff in it. And then they started searching around, and when they finally, they put the corrugated stuff there, pumped it out, and found it, and looked at the ship. There was $80 million worth of emeralds, like $100 million worth of freaking silver and gold on it.
It's like in the 60s?
No, it was in the late 80s.
Oh my
And
God.
and there was this
That
couple
is
that would
such
be
a
there
cool
with a
story.
gas Honda water pump, and he'd be down there with a metal detector and fill up buckets, and then when the tide was over with, he would go up, and him and his wife would wash it all out, and they were finding freaking doubloons and renales right there. And they never put it together, and I never put it together that that's a ship. And now, right up.
It makes you feel real smart,
Right up on
huh?
the beach, right up on the beach from like here to the.
What town was this?
It's over Hutchinson Island.
Where's that?
Fort Pierce.
Fort Pierce.
And from here to that house across the street, there's a state park where everybody camp out. And like 2-3 years later, these kids were playing football. It was on the news too. And football went out in the woods and went to go get it. Because if they would have said, if they're a little bit older, they wouldn't have said, "Dad, look what we found." They would have said, "Dad, come here, look what we found." They could have smuggled it out.
They found buried treasure.
It was a treasure chest sitting there in the sand.
Son.
And the top was busted off of it. And the ball was laying right next to it, and the kid picked it up. And and two of them come back, and they got there was a picture of them with their shirts full of coins.
No, man, that's the coolest
State
story.
said, "Thank you very much." They didn't get a penny.
Yeah.
They didn't get a penny. If they,
Damn.
they would have been millionaires. Because it was the picture of it was this giant trunk, and the top's all busted in.
Yeah.
You can see the little points on the end of it.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
would have
God.
we would have made our way out of
That's
there,
a
man.
cool, that made my day.
But they
Now,
weren't little kids to say,
No.
"Look, Daddy, what we found," and they were a
Yeah.
little older.
now here's the funny
Yeah, 'cause
part.
when I
This
was
is-
like
I'll
12,
make,
I
I'll
was
make
like, "Dad,
this.
look at this."
I'll make this short and sweet. You know, one of our dear friends, they had a pretty expensive property near downtown, and they had like 22 classic cars, and they paid one of my friends to get rid of some of them, and they were panicking. And so then it got told Joe one day. I said, "Yeah, they fronted me his old Pontiac convertible from GTO."
GTO.
And he goes, "Dude, that guy and I went to Rolling Stone concerts in that car. It's
Yeah, back
been
in the
that
early
way for
70s.
30 years." And I said, "Well, those guys don't have any get up and go. How the fuck did they end up with anything?" That's how I talked
Well,
to
no.
them.
Back in the day, they
They
were
hustled
wheeling-
up.
When Dad was in better health, they were wheeling, dealing.
Anyway,
cars
I'm
all
getting
the time.
up to the thing they caught out there in Cape Canaveral. That's
Well, that started.
Tell them
Brett,
about the
though.
fishing trip. That was short and sweet. but
Okay, so
listen
they're
to
out
this.
there with the dad and his
In the,
older brother
out there in
John
the ocean.
and John
And John.
and Brett,
And Dad, too.
Dad.
And what, about
I think Brett was-
1975?
No, that was like 1970, 71.
Okay.
Brett was like 15, 16.
All right.
And they're out there trolling, and they see this big bale floating in the water. And they go, "Oh, Dad, look at that. You know what that is?" He goes, "What is it?" "It's a bale of marijuana." He goes, "Is it worth money?" And they go, "Yeah." He said, "Get it on the fucking boat." And it was big. He said it was big. Right? So they get it home, they bust it open, and a lot of it's wet, and then they get into it, and there's freaking 20 kilos of cocaine inside.
Damn.
And Dad goes, "Is that worth money?" Yeah. So now they're drug dealers. That's how they made all the money.
Wow.
I never heard this.
He
I
would never
forgot.
take, you know what? I talked to him about,
Just-
tell him a story.
Yeah.
Huh? Pray to remember yesterday.
Yeah.
I said, "Burn out."
That'll happen.
Oh yeah, you freaking
Yeah,
store coke for 30 years.
Everybody's got their certain thing. But you know, in the work that he did to feed the hungry, this guy just died, but that's where he went to heaven just because of that.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. All right, brother, I got the 411 now. The other question, I guess.
I'm going down first.
No, you need the poles. Can go dig a hole in the tire. It's gonna drag right down the side of the boat. The boat's all curved like this, see? So if we tie it here, that back peak's got to go way out before it can go down. See,
Right.
the boat's curved. It's not straight.
Yeah.
So it's a great idea. I love it, but yeah, we already did it. We're just waiting for the help. Got to get a couple more ropes. That's it. Here, no, I was just saying, let's go. I want to put it on the metal. So just bring it in. That's good. Got me?
Yeah.
Those guys are supposed to come. We got to get some more rope. And I got to build a feet of it, okay? You can't let it down if they don't have a rope in their hand. You follow me?
Yeah.
I always thought that that's what we should do is tie it to the tree or something, and then he's a control freak. Doesn't get it. Yeah, you let the light part down, then you're only handling 50 pounds.
Yeah. You gotta put the heavy part down first.
Correct. But if we got 4 guys here, that's 30 pounds apiece.
Yeah.
You know, they got rope in their hand.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain to him that we need 2 ropes to keep it away. We don't have to use those pipes, so I was going to put them up there and slide it down. We can do that too. But he doesn't move very fast. See, I asked Billy to come help, and he's like, "Hey, it's on."
Oh, watch out. Watch your foot.
See how it's tied to the thing? Okay, look, we all got to understand. We're going to set it over there and not let it down, but don't let it down, but that far.
Yeah.
And he's going to put those poles up behind it.
All right.
Okay,
You gonna have to move fast now.
we got it now,
This
just
motherfucker
steady.
heavy.
Okay, I'm going to set it over the edge.
Ready? Hold on to that rope.
Okay. You're supposed to put it over the edge, man. Lift it up and set it over the rail. You gotta push it out further. Push it out. Come on. Jesus Christ. Okay. I got this one.
Need one more pole.
You can let it down some, bro. You don't want to drop it.
It It ain't gonna drop.
Your cables are gonna catch. Push it out so you get it out.
Push that up.
You got it?
It's gonna fall,
It's
right?
going right through the tarp. Grab it and get it vertical. Come on, get it like this angle as this one.
There we go.
Okay. All the way the same angle as this one. It's gonna break. Okay. Now look, your cable's over that thing. Right there on that thing. You're gonna put the cable over it. The cable. That rope you're supposed to hold it with.
Yeah.
There. Now put some tension on your rope or the whole thing's gonna fall.
Hold the rope. Just grab the rope instead. Let the cables go.
Alright, we good?
Yeah.
We're good, but I think your cables are still gonna catch. See, you gotta
No, the
push the
cables
thing
are good.
away.
Cables are
Push it away. My car was this thing. Hang on. There we go. I got it.
Oh.
I got it, bro. You gotta let me go. Right on the ground. And this one's gonna break. You gotta go over there and lift it up. It's gonna bust this pole just like I told you it would. Now quit. Get over there. Now take it and pull it back. Go backwards now. Hey, set it down. There. I told him that pole was too weak. You did it. Okay? Tear up nothing.
We good.
We're going to use the blocking the pulleys to put it up. Thank you, bro.
Got the muscles over here.
You got it, didn't you? Rual, you were holding all the weight. I only had like 4.